So this is a review of Christina Grimmie's Deception music video. Surprisingly, it's actually even better than Anybody's You, in my opinion. I thought that there are many high points in this MV. So let's discuss the best parts and maybe some of the not so good ones, while trying to recap what happened throughout the video and how it plays with the whole story of the series. So we actually get to see her in the studio first. Jessica looks so upset and especially when the way she skimmed through the music sheets. Then we get this close-up shot of her grandma's hand. If you are a keen observer, you will see a tiny detail that subtly connects to Christina's fate. Grandma is wearing a cross bracelet. It is a bit covered by her sleeve though. As a Christian and as someone who values my faith as much as Christina did, this is actually nice to have in her MV. It's also very considerate that they did not make it too obvious for the viewers, since it may repel those who have a different faith or have none at all. I really appreciate this. It's one of the reasons why I like it more than Anybody's You. We get to see Jessica and her grandma having conversation. They are in front of a mural. This specific object is very symbolic that those who have creative minds often use it. We all know that Jessica is having an identity crisis. The mirror is pretty much used here for self-reflection. Normally, when we look at a mirror, we often determine our physical self. In her case, even though we see Grandma put makeup on Jessica's face, the real problem actually lies within. Jessica's conversation with her grandma is the best part in this MV. I just feel like I'm losing my opportunities and my best friends, maybe even my mind. See that girl? She is beautiful no matter what. There's some things you can never lose once you find them. Your voice is one of them. It's yours, Jessica. You can never lose it. Just make sure you find it. Grandma just won me over because of her wisdom. I love her and she might be my most favorite character in this series. Sorry, Jessica. I love her and Grandma's relationship. It melted my heart when their heads were leaning toward each other. It was such a sweet sight. The way Grandma comforted Jessica was golden. Not to mention that Grandma also served as the voice of reason. It makes me think whether Christina is actually the one who thought of this quote, or I'm curious how much of the output in the series was Christina's. I would not be shocked if she had a lot of say in this aspect of the music videos. Inside the studio, Jessica looks more confused than ever. Again, Christina's facial expressions are on point. For some reason, these shots where she's looking up reminds me of what her brother Marcus said. She worded she saw Jesus next. In my mind, I picture her like this. The only difference is her reaction. Knowing Christina, she would have been so excited to meet Jesus face to face. I remember in two separate interviews where she said that she would want to hang out with him for a day. That would be cool. I have a lot of questions to ask him. It seemed like she was talking to Jesus. Christina had been vocal of her faith. She wasn't ashamed of it. Most importantly, she really lived it, but she was not someone who would shove it in your face. The cross bracelet of Jessica's grandma and this gesture are not overly flaunted. Personally, the presence is already enough. I feel even more overwhelmed that they were in this music video. That connection just had to be there. I also like the fact that we get to see her play the piano. We all know that she was first known in YouTube as someone who had an incredible voice and amazing piano skill. Those who became her fans in YouTube will get to appreciate this for sure. It's her trademark. It's also evident that she is actually playing the piano. There's no lip sync too. I noticed that the recurring theme of these music videos is the extreme close-up shots of Christina. Christina is so pretty. What made her even more beautiful was her inner beauty. When she stared at the mirror, I couldn't help but cry. They say that eyes are the windows to your soul. It couldn't be more true with the screenshots. The eyes pierced my heart at that moment. I could see through it and wonder how she must have felt. I almost want to say these words: please don't close your eyes, Christina, let it on forever. I know that might be hard to watch, but critically, I have to praise that they were able to get this heartwarming shots above. In the last scene, Jessica's still in the studio, she's all dressed up, so this is probably the night of her showcase. This shot of her hand on the piano keys is a smooth addition as this music video would come to a close. This shot will have made me cringe. I will not elaborate why that did feel that way. Maybe some of you would get what this is about. Unlike the previous music video, Deception ends with this shot below where Jessica is stiff in thoughts and there was no conversation with anyone. I'm disappointed. It seemed abrupt. It doesn't ruin the quality of this music video though. Overall, I give it a 8 out of 10 rating. We're almost 3 months since she went home to be with the Lord every day in this world. If you celebrate the life she lived, the legacy that she left, and enjoy her music, I've already mentioned several times, I take comfort in the fact that she's definitely in a better place where there were no sin and brokenness.